Hi, I'm James. I'm one of the founders at GoSquared, and I wanted to give you a quick tour of the GoSquared Analytics product. We designed GoSquared Analytics to be the simplest, fastest, and most privacy-friendly analytics tool out there. Most people have heard of tools like Google Analytics. They're free, but they have their trade-offs, huge trade-offs, in fact. Almost everyone we speak to struggles to understand the full extent of the Google Analytics feature set. It's an incredibly complex tool, and it often takes weeks, months, if not years, to fully understand and learn. With GoSquared Analytics, you'll find an alternative to Google Analytics that ticks all the boxes for being easier, faster, and still very affordable and critically privacy compliant. GoSquared Analytics won't give you all the features of Google Analytics, but most people don't need all the features of Google Analytics. Most people need some simple, easy to understand numbers to help them understand whether their website is growing, whether their marketing efforts are actually paying off, and how well performing their content is. So they can go in and improve their website and do better marketing and ultimately grow their business. So I just wanted to give you a very quick tour of the GoSquared Analytics interface, and you'll be pleased to know that won't take very long because it's designed to be really simple and easy to use. So here I've got the GoSquared Analytics dashboard up. And one of the things you might notice already is how few options there are. There's no huge sidebar navigation. There's no extra tabs, extra buttons, 20 admin interfaces. It's just one pane of glass to see your key metrics. In the top left, we've got the most critical information at hand. How many visits your site gets, what percentage of those are new visits versus returning visits, the total number of new visits, total visitors, so how many unique visitors versus people coming back to the site multiple times, how many total page views, so how many pages are people viewing, your bounce rate, and this is a highly intelligent bounce rate that's much smarter than the standard bounce rate you might find in other analytics tools. We can get onto that later. The average engaged time per visit, so how long people are spending on your site and actually engaging with the content. And finally, how many pages per visit your visitors are looking at. You'll also notice that there's a green or red badge here. And this is our intelligent predictions and estimations. This helps you understand if your website's growing or shrinking in traffic and whether those key metrics are on track to perform better or worse. In fact, you can see all of these numbers with simple comparisons by hitting the little icon here and getting a quick overview over time. All of those numbers, as you click through, change on the graph over here. And everything in the interface changes based on your time frame selector over here. One of the philosophies when designing the GoSquared Analytics product was to make it as close to one-click analytics as possible. So when you come in, the idea is you should see your key numbers straight away and not even have to click anywhere else. But if you do want to dive deeper and look at a specific time frame or window, say you want to look at today only, or you want to look at the year overall, or you want to look at a custom time frame, you can do that all in just a single click for most of those actions. And this will help you understand the key metrics for your website in an instant. What's great is you can share this with anyone in your team, and you almost, well, how long has this been going on for? Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Hopefully, everyone will have a good feel for how to use the tool and not feel like they're getting into the cockpit of a NASA space shuttle. Obviously, this is not the only part of the interface. Up here is the key information, the most important stuff, and we show you our intelligent comparisons so you can quickly see whether you're performing better or worse than before. But below, we have widgets, or we call them widgets, and they show you the key information to break down those top level numbers. So just a quick summary. On the left over here, we've got your traffic sources, and we break them down into simple categories. What websites are linking to you, who's coming to you from search, who's coming to you from social sources like Twitter or Facebook. And then there's always some amount of traffic that just can't be detected. And we put that in the other category. So sometimes that's people coming from bookmark or typing in your URL directly. It's just not possible to detect where those people are coming from. And we categorize them there. But for the traffic that can be detected, it shows up here. So you can see which sites are linking to you, referring traffic to you. You can dive down and see specific pages for each of those domains. So you can see which domain and which pages within those. On the social tab, we go a little bit further than usual, and we can even show you the specific tweets that are driving traffic to you. A really handy feature that also makes Twitter URLs a lot more exciting to look at and a lot more engaging. You can click through and maybe you can go and favorite those or engage in conversation with people that are driving traffic to your site today. The next widget, we have content, and this is essentially the top pages on your site. You can flip this widget around and group everything by a path. So here you'll see that we've just got the top level paths of the site. So our core areas of the traffic. If you switch that off, you'll see the total traffic for all the pages. That's just a handy little feature, and it makes some people like it one way, some people like it the other. Next, we've got the devices widget, and this is a really high density widget that gives you a ton of information all at once. We show you how many people are coming on desktop devices, on tablet devices, and on mobile devices. That information alone can help you realize you might be missing opportunities with traffic that you maybe don't expect to be coming to your site. Does your site actually work great on mobile? Does it work okay on tablet? Do you have too many people coming on tablet or more than you realized? How well does your site deal with that? Those are all questions that this widget might ask. And then we also have these little pie charts here to help you understand the platforms. So whether people are on Windows, on Mac, on iOS, and which browsers they're using, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, things like that. We think at least, we might be slightly biased, but we think some of the best engagement metrics in the industry. These help you understand whether visitors are actually engaging with your site's content or simply opening it and leaving, or clicking away and going to a different tab. We have unique, intelligent technology called pinging, which we've developed over several years with thousands of other customers to help you understand whether people are actively engaging in your site's content and keeping the tab open, browsing the page, and actively looking at your content. These engagement metrics are super helpful for, especially if you run a blog or some sort of content site. You may have really long content that a lot of sites might count as being inactive. If someone's still looking at the page but still scrolling, GoSquared will still count someone as being active, and also won't count them as a bounce if they've engaged with your content and scrolled through the page extensively, even if they've only viewed one page. We still think that counts as an active visitor, and that's one of the benefits of choosing a tool like GoSquared. We can be more opinionated, and if you agree with our opinions, then you'll find it to be a much simpler, easier to understand experience. We've got a few other widgets as well, and I know the video's gone on for a little bit of time. I just wanted to share a couple more of those with you. We also have event tracking. This is a little bit more of an advanced feature. You may want to get a developer to help you implement this if you need, but our event tracking enables you to track things like button clicks, things like when people put items in a cart on a Shopify store, or when people do stuff on page that's not a page view. You can track that with our advanced event tracking API, and they will show up in there. So you'll get a simple list of which events are being clicked the most, and you can view that over time. We also take the industry standard UTM code. This is an industry standard that has been around for over a decade now, to help you understand your campaign performance. So whether you're running ads, whether you're sending an email newsletter out, you've often seen those URLs that have the question mark UTM equals stuff. We've got a support doc on how you can use this. We've even got a really handy tool to help you set up these campaign URLs. And if you start using them, you can start getting a much better feel for where your visitors are coming from sources sometimes when you don't have total understanding or control. So here you'll see all of your campaigns listed down here by name. You can go in, click on any of those and get more information and view details there. We have a couple more widgets. Locations we group by country. We give you a nice little flag. It's a handy game to learn which flags mean which country. And we also have our languages widget. One of the other powerful things in GoSquared Analytics, you can download any of this data as a CSV file in a single click, just in the little icon up here on the top right. And you'll get this data straight away in a CSV file that you can do whatever you need with. You can also edit and rearrange the dashboard at any time by hitting the edit layout button. And the dashboard itself works on all devices. So you can use this on your iPad, or you can even use it on your iPhone or Android phone, if you so wish. So that's a quick tour of GoSquared Analytics. Really hope you like the product. And if you have any questions, we're always here to help you. Thanks and catch you soon.